Alright, first of all, cheers to everybody who's been with this channel for a longer time, because we did it today, and I'm so excited. We breached all-time high, yes. But now, we gotta look at the future. What's going on from now on forward? Things are looking amazing, and I want to tell you guys about them, because at first, they laughed at me, and they laughed at us for holding crypto. Even XRP, even Bitcoin, they laughed. They were saying, man, this is a dumb idea. You're gonna lose all your money. And now, it's already starting. Now they're like, oh, do you think it's going to go down a little bit? I'm thinking about buying. Or should I buy 19 or 18 or 20,000? What do you think I should do? I'm already seeing it happen on a bigger scale. A lot of my friends are now coming back, crawling back, saying, oh, you were right. Yeah, but guys, we're still giving away 200 XRP, and all you have to do is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And all we need to hit is 1,500 likes. It's a festive day, so we can definitely hit that, and again, I've doubled that amount to 200. Having said that, I also want to quickly say Bitcoin did hit its all-time high. A lot of people were commenting that I'm lying, or that I'm trying to manipulate them, or that I'm just a stupid liar. But I don't know what that is coming from. You can clearly see here at the top, which is why I showed a previous video, that Bitcoin did hit a high. But if you check the comment section, you'll see at least 10 people saying, you're a stupid liar, Dusty. I am subscribed and things like that. I don't know why all the harsh comments came from. I think people don't know how to watch their screen properly. But that aside, also a couple of you guys stole my domains. You did, oi. If you're watching right now, you stole my domain. That's not nice. It wasn't a problem, though. It wasn't a problem. There's enough for me to still pick up. I've already picked up 14 now, and I'm thinking of picking up about 6, maybe 10 more. And the reason that I'm doing all of this is just because they have a 1+1 sale. And what this really is about is they got these .crypto domains, which right now are not accepted by browsers just quite yet. But I'm thinking with my head, if crypto is going to go forward like we all expect it to be, then eventually these .crypto and .zil domains could be huge, right? So that's why I'm already buying some, since they told me that this is one of the only times they're doing a sale. So yeah, I picked some up already, and I'm still looking everywhere to see if I can find some cool names, right? And again, I'm not going to be showing my names anymore because you keep stealing them if I'm not quick enough. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing that anymore, but I'm buying this like a madman right now. I already bought 14, as I said before, a couple $100 down the drain, but I think it's going to be a worthy investment in time. Now guys, let's take a look at XRP to BTC, because this one is looking very, very juicy. It's actually making a pretty beautiful bullish pennant right now, and we saw every time it makes this that if we see a breach towards the downside, it means a pretty damn nice crash. But logically speaking, logically thinking as well, every time that Bitcoin goes up like crazy, after a little while, it moves over into altcoins, right? And I mean, altcoins did take a little bit of a hike earlier today, but not really that much if you compare to what Bitcoin did, which we, by the way, cannot see. Let me quickly go here so we can better see. Bitcoin took a huge hike over the last couple of hours, and I mean, coins like XRP also did, but not to the same extent. And then I was talking and thinking about XRP to BTC, and when I analyzed it, I saw this nice, beautiful bullish pennant in the making. And basically what that means is if we break to the top side here, we should basically be seeing it like this. If we break towards this side here, you're most likely going to have to enter a long right around this area somewhere and go on with this wave, because that means some crazy huge prices might be coming. And that's again what I'm kind of preparing myself for here. Things are looking amazing. But on an XRP chart on its own, I actually find it kind of interesting to see how this last move has portrayed itself quite perfectly. So again, what we did here is actually take a Fibonacci, which you can do on the MacBook by pressing Option and F. And what you get then, if you draw it from the top here to the bottom of this latest move, you can actually see we hit this 0.618 Fibonacci rather interestingly. And according to me, right, if we were to start this newer downtrend, this would actually not be a crazy number to hit. We could actually, theoretically speaking, be falling down from the 0.618, fall back all the way to either 0 or a minus 0.618 in, I guess, 2 moves further. Like you're making a little bit of a bigger picture, which we don't have to draw because I'm not expecting that anyway right now. But I think actually as well that what is happening right here is it's just trying to come back up there, but it faced some resistance right over there, which is an important area, which again is right at that 63, 60, I think like 59 to 64-ish cents was really important, and then 69 to 72 was also a very important part, which we have discussed in depth a little bit earlier. So yeah, that was most likely a little bit of a historical barrier that we got across right now. But since we dipped past it today and things are still looking like a very blossomy and very beautiful uptrend, I don't really think there's any reason to doubt this, as we've just then crossed the 0.618 border, which was once more quite important, so that's pretty nice to see. Also, from a different perspective, if you take the longer Fibonacci, actually taking it from the start of the whole move from the beginning of November up till the high right now, it's still actually making quite nice moves, as it really got close to the 0.236 fib, which I don't think is that important. But if you look at the global picture here, or the zoomed out picture a little bit, we did find some support very close to the 0.382 Fibonacci level, and of course within our zone. And since we dipped a couple times back there and we're still testing this upside, I don't really see any doubt at all in that regard as well. We're just making clearly, very, very clearly higher lows, and everything is looking blossomy. And this one, if you zoom in actually a little bit on the 15-minute chart, it's also very interesting to see how we're clearly building very beautifully on here, all right? In my opinion, at least, it is very beautiful how we are building and how we're going to get and hopefully now stay above this 0.618 to further on continue this move. Because again, I've shown you guys this a couple of times before. Where is exactly the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Which one do I want to use? I can also just do it with a drawing. Let me do that really quickly. So there's a couple of ways you can view all of this. Again, if you're an Elliott wave theorist, or if you just like A, B, C, D, E patterns. It just goes up like this, you fall back down, goes up higher, falls back down quite far, possibly not all the way to here, but maybe to the 0.618 is what you would normally expect. Or, again, as I've said before in my videos, if we can briefly get these lines going, a little bit down further as well. Let's showcase this a little bit closer by. A little bit down further, and you would see a move like this happening, where you'd fall down to about 44 cents, which we just did not reach, and then bounce back up from there to the 1.618 before falling back down just below 1 or 2.1 or something along that line. It kind of depends on the bigger picture here, because even though I'm always telling you guys you should be watching for exact patterns and trying to replicate those in your chart and figure out a strategy that uses things that have kind of been proven to work, I sometimes also think it's more important to just go with the flow and put in what you expect more so than going on with just the real factuals. Because some of the time, if you go for the real theory only, it doesn't really apply perfectly. Like, if you had only known about one sort of pennant, or you only know about a certain triangle, you'll notice that sometimes the triangles have to be worked in a little bit differently than other times, and sometimes it takes a little bit of creativity or just insight that you'll get from experience and knowing more about it, because sometimes these things are a little bit different than they seem. And the biggest example of that is this move at about 45 cents or so. Following Elliott wave theory and a lot of other theories, it should have hit about 42 to 44 cents. That's where it should have hit. It didn't do that though. So from that perspective, some might say that this is actually just the start of a bigger fall that is still to come. And this is kind of a quote unquote fake bottom that it kind of made. So it still has to go down further. Now, following our bigger analysis here, which is again the green line, which we expect is going to happen to XRP. And again, this is a mean line, so it's going to be a little bit above there, a little bit around there. But on average, this is about the wave that it's going to make. It would not support that though. That idea would not be supported, because otherwise our chart would look a little bit more like this, right? But that would most likely also invalidate the move we saw here, because it would be too much time in the middle between these moves. And we would have to draw it all the way to something like this, which is going to be looking very, very strange. And I don't think I can really confirm anything if it were to look like this. This is a little bit odd, right? Don't you guys think as well? It looks a little bit odd. I think would have to fall down way more to support this move. So I just personally don't really like that or think we should be drawing it like that. So from that perspective, again, I'm just hoping that things are going to be playing out as we think it is gonna, which means, again, a $1 XRP very, very soon. And I've already explained to you guys before why. There's a very good chance that when we see it, and by the way, we breached this one as well very beautifully. So this should have been a long point for all of us. Right now, again, the bigger term is looking longable. Things are looking juicy. We can actually replace this one a little bit right now. We can change this up, because this other one wasn't as beautiful as what we're seeing now being built. Yeah, this is actually a lot more beautiful. If it were to continue going down, it will be beautiful. Right now, it's actually a little bit too bullish already. It kind of feels like we already broke out from there because there's no real attachment. I would have to draw it like this. So, again, we are already looking to be breaking out on the top side, which is good. And the thing I said before about XRP on that note was that if we do get another huge breakout going, there's actually a good chance we'll never see these lows again. And by the way, a lot of people keep asking me, what do you recommend to trade at if you're in the US? Well, this Webull actually is giving away 4 free stocks to everybody who deposits $100, I believe. Or if you just become a member, I think you already have a lot of benefits. And they trade all cryptos that I want, which are BTC, XRP, XLM, TRX I sometimes like as well, but most importantly, VeChain. So XRP, VeChain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. These are all the coins I talk about, except for ADA, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I guess I'll just leave one coin then for a different exchange. But this is definitely the one I can recommend the most because you'll get free stocks, right? So if you can do crypto and stocks in one place, I think that is amazing. And again, it's a very, very good deal, and I believe no commissions even. So if you have no idea where to buy XRP in your US, this is going to be your best bet, at least according to me. I think that one is the best one to go for. And once more, I've been buying this like a madman, but this site is a little bit slow right now because I don't think they've ever, or maybe they haven't done a sale in a very long time and people are just hoarding this stuff like crazy. I already asked them like, what's going on? And they said, yeah, there's so much traffic right now, it's going insane. And I don't know if we can see it in these numbers, but guys, I definitely think that a lot of people also know as well as we do that it's going to be completely freaking crazy right now. It's going to be completely insane. At least that's what my idea about the situation is. And once more, I think it's definitely going to be worth it. I don't think we should go for these $800 domains. I don't think anybody can afford that. I don't think that's going to be our way to go. But I'm just picking up a couple of ones that I think will do very well in terms of selling, right? Like abank.zil, I don't know, or abank.crypto. Who is going to buy that? Abank.crypto? I don't know. I don't really feel like any company would eventually want to have that. Maybe if you had bank.crypto, that's very huge. Or maybe like artworks.crypto, things like that, which I really think I can sell eventually. Wealthmanagers.crypto, things that really, are what people want to have. It kind of feels like the .com bubble, right? Where everybody wanted a .com and everything like that was coming up. Now, I've been checking out Forbes here. I've been checking out all the articles that are being made, and nobody that much right now is actually talking about altcoins going crazy. A lot of articles are right now just talking about how more and more companies are popping on into crypto and into this realm. Like, for example, here, Guggenheim Fund files for buying 27.7 thousand Bitcoin, which is 0.50% of the Bitcoin's total minted supply, which is $500 million worth. So yeah, they filed for that at the SEC. I believe they had to do that for. But it's actually fun. They say, following in the footsteps of legendary investors Paul Tudor Jones and Stan Druckenmiller, which is interesting because Paul Tudor Jones is sometimes seen as the big pioneer for crypto investment. I've seen his name pop by at least 1,000 times in the last year or so in just articles that refer to him as the start of many other moves. Now, with that said, again, a lot of people are referring to this right now as the bigger start of Crypto 2.0, where crypto right now is going to go and kind of level up from being, there's this kind of low thing to really, really getting heavy media publicity. And that might all have been started by the biggest up-to-date company coming on in, and also us realizing that Square, PayPal, and Grayscale, which Guggenheim is also buying from, are all entering, but those are all just the start. We also know the position against stablecoins, and I have never said that Facebook is going to be an issue, right? I've said before that I think this whole self-custody thing, which Coinbase has tweeted out as well, where some theorists have said that the US may come out with some rules where if you have a wallet, you have to verify ownership of that wallet before you can withdraw from things like Coinbase, which would be very, very bad. Those things can hurt crypto, yes, but stablecoins coming on in, it ain't gonna do nothing. Crypto is going to be huge still. However, stablecoins pose serious risks to financial security, according to Christine Lagarde from the ECB. She said it could threaten financial security if widely adopted, European Central Bank president said in an article published on Monday in L'Ena hors le mur. In this piece, Lagarde makes a bullish case for the digital euro while throwing shade at potential rivals such as crypto and stablecoins. Digital assets, the values of which are pegged to fiat currencies. And again, that is not us, because these are things pegged to fiat, which I don't really think we have anything in common with. I mean, I know for a certain way that it's very simple for a ECB employee or anybody that's working with Libra to say, yeah, other stable coins would form a risk, or if you're working at JP Morgan to say that, because if you're building a currency that is built upon like a fiat, you don't really want that much competition, right? And I think that's logical if they will always claim them down. However, this again confirms for me that they will also be trying to hunt down Facebook's Libra or whatever they're making from that, or at least make it as hard as possible for that to succeed. I'm still thinking that, and I think this whole issue and this whole statement actually came out purely because Libra has posted some updates, and that's that on that situation. Now, once more, if you're asking me what am I going to do for XRP, I've told you guys before, I'm just really, really positive here, and I've set my stop loss now. I've actually updated it to this little area right here, so we're just taking in a 3% profit if we do hit that. However, I am seeing the upside still to this one. It kind of is weird because you would have expected that if Bitcoin went up right now to all-time high, we would either, reach all-time high on all exchanges or just fall back down on after hitting it at 1, but it kind of hit all-time high on a couple of exchanges, which I find strange. Like, what is the exact plan from Bitcoin for right now? Today and tomorrow, I can't really tell just quite yet because I already did not really expect Bitcoin to break all-time high. Even though I've been telling you guys it, I didn't expect it to happen today. I actually thought it would happen either yesterday or in about 2 or 3 days from now. But this move still supports everything, and I mean, if you check it out here, this is again the weekly. This is where we're going to be heading, and I'm crazy excited for that, guys. I am crazy excited for that. I still am updating my Dusty BC crypto tracking sheet all the time, so do not worry if you are a member of the channel and you have not received an update in about like 10 hours, because that's the last time I updated it. I'm updating it constantly. I'm building and adding new cool things to it. And if you have any recommendations as to what you want to see in there, again, just let me know. And by the way, if you were wondering, this thing is available for channel members, and that is a couple dollars a month. You don't have to do that. You can also just check out what I've written here and copy it and make your own sheet. Every formula in here is just available online. It is very, very simple. You just have to put in some effort to get it done, but it is possible. And once more, if you're asking me what am I buying with my money that's not in crypto, I'm definitely going to be buying maybe even 30 domains. If I could, I don't know if I can, I might ask if I can even give away 1 free domain, or then 2 maybe, because it's 1 + 1 free. I might actually do that as well. Then instead of giving away some XRP, I'll give away 1 domain. Or no, I think I could better just give away XRP, and then you guys can buy whatever you want. Right? But again, this, you're not buying it from me, even though, of course, guys, there is a referral commission, because, I mean, if I can get it for referring people to this, why not, right? As you guys could obviously tell. But this thing is really what I'm buying right now. And I've told you guys before, I don't recommend things often. I actually do not ever tell people to buy something. But sometimes I see opportunities and I'm like, yeah, this one I think could be golden. And that's what I see with this thing if it were to get main adoption. Because as of this point, you can't just open that, your domain .crypto like that. You can't just open like dustybc.crypto. You actually have to have the extension, and there's a couple of things you have to add there. But there are a couple of cool things added where you can send crypto to that domain, which is already really crazy on its own. But I just recommend you to check it out, all right? Just check the website out, read a couple of things. I think it's going to be big. And I'm just browsing. I've already spent hours just sitting here now in total. No, I mean, maybe not hours. I've just spent maybe like 50 minutes, maybe an hour, just browsing and typing in names, seeing what I can add. And I think I have like 4, 5, maybe 5 domains in my my cart right now, which I'm definitely going to be checking out as well. But yeah, I already have a couple, so I'm not too worried anymore. I already got my fair share of free, and otherwise, I don't know if I would have bought it if it wasn't for free. But right now, since it is, I'm going to make the most out of it, and I'm definitely going to be cashing out every name I can find that is not $3,000, because I cannot afford that to just keep on throwing around. Unless it's like the most perfect name, I might even then consider it. And yeah, for again, people trading in the US, this is what I recommend. I don't really recommend exchanges either. Bitrue, I don't really like too much because their support is not too insane. But those crypto.com and Bitrue and stuff like that, the only reason I'm sharing those things are because you can get a return on your money. And the reason I like that is not because your money is safe, right? Because I've told you guys before, I don't think money is that safe on exchanges. But it's mostly so that I recommend people to do it because I've been here. I held Bitcoin at all-time high. You guys know that. I've told you guys before, I was making videos at the time. I started making videos like in the middle of in the middle of 2017 somewhere about crypto. And I held. Now, I held some Bitcoins or I guess shares of Bitcoin, so parts possibly, all the way up till here, which is right now when we breached all-time high. But in this time, my BTC's value has not changed a single little bit. I mean, over time, yes, but over these 3 years, over these all-time high points, my Bitcoins are still worth the exact same amount of money. Do you guys get that? And the thing I'm thinking there is, well, if there was a way I could have gotten 6% a year, and that's again what I recently tried to show you guys in my sheet as well, you know how huge of a difference that would have been? And that's what I'm going to add here. I'm going to be adding a inflation and growth percentage. Those two things I'm going to be adding here. I think those two things are also very important to consider. And guys, make sure you follow me over on Twitter, because I just tweeted out again that some people say I'm lying, that it did not break its all-time high, and I just got so confused. Like, what? Why would you say that? Like, what's going on? And there's a lot of angry people like this all the time. And by the way, watch out for scams. They're everywhere in the comment section, but just keep warning others if you can. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.